I forgot how to count. Are we there yet?
One,
We've
two,
been there for a while. We've been waving fingers at you for a little while now, Ted, but you haven't
three,
been paying attention.
Right. Because I've
five,
been away.
many.
Right, yes. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to eModels. Yes, I'm back. I'm back from the tour that wasn't a tour, and the tour of distilleries that wasn't a tour of distilleries. I think I must be the only person that could go to Scotland, and it's shut, and come back sober. More of that as the evening goes on. But evening, I promise you, I am sober. I went away sober. I came back sober.
He's a bit all at 6s and 7s after 2 weeks of absolute sobriety.
All I saw was lots of trees, lots of water, and lots of people in kilts. No, I didn't really see lots of people in kilts either.
You are, Ted, the only person that could go on a distillery tour without actually going to a distillery.
How many distilleries did you do, Ted?
None.
In fact, he did all of them. He just didn't do all of them.
Yeah, well, I drove into one or two of them. Well, not actually drove into them. I drove into the car park.
Sped through the barrier.
I drove into the car park and then just drove out again. Oh, there's a distillery. Whoa, quick left turn, no signals. Everybody peeping their own behind you. Into the distillery, slam the doors of the motorhome, run up to the front desk. Hello, can I see your distillery? No. What do you mean, no? You've got a book. But I don't know what distilleries I'm going to visit until I pass them and I see one. I think,
until I smell them.
Yeah, you can smell them. No, you've got to book. Well, can I book? We're full. What do you mean you're full? There's nobody in. We've got a tour at Tuesday at 3:30. I'll be gone by then. Can I not come in? No, we're full. You've got to book. Well, if I go outside and book, can I come in? No. Right, I'm off then. Right, I'll leave you to it. I'll go somewhere else. But we're all like that. And they were.
Every distillery is staffed by the committee.
Yeah. They were all full. Yeah, because of our brethren from across the border will all know that Angela Merkel or whatever she's called, or she's the German one. The governor of Scotland.
Did you just confuse the Scottish Premier with Angela Merkel?
Whatever she's called, but yeah, she's still got COVID and restrictions going on up there, so they restricted the numbers and you've got to wear masks and you can't go anywhere. So
wait, you've broken my brain now and I can't remember her name either.
Yeah, I can't remember any.
Chris, help us, please.
I'm now just thinking Merkel all the time. I don't know.
I've now actually totally forgot the name of Scotland's Premier because of Ted. Oh, Ted, what have you done to my brain already?
Yeah, so my distillery tour wasn't a distillery tour, and where I just had to stand outside distilleries and sniff the air because the air was full of whiskey fumes. So that's.
I can just imagine Ted like that David Tennant Doctor Who meme where he's there and the rain's falling and it just says hair trembles emotionally.
Nicola Sturgeon. That's the one. Yeah, I'm
steaming up.
Nicola Sturgeon is her polite name. Yeah, I shall write a strongly worded letter to Nicola Sturgeon saying.
I think you should write one to Angela Merkel anyway, just for shiggles.
Yeah, I'll send one to Angela Merkel just in
Dear
case.
Angela Merkel, why are all the Scotland's distilleries closed? I don't know. It's not my country. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that was it. That was. Otherwise, gentlemen, thank you for your hospitality north of the border. It was a wonderful time. Some fantastic scenery and really friendly people. They're not all as angry as you think they are. They're not all red-haired and angry, but they are very
Scots
nice.
are lovely.
Yeah. So thank you very much. Anyway, good. We're on with the show, shall we? Yes, there's three of us tonight. Colin's still laid up and infirm, so we do hope maybe he's watching in the background.
He's in the chat. He's just said hi, folks.
Chat.
Oh, hi, Colin.
Yeah,
big hugs,
so,
big get better soon hugs.
Yeah, no quick movements, Colin, and things like that. Yeah.
Well, just no movements, not for the moment.
Just get well soon and hurry up back. But there's the three of us. Foxx is back, Chris is here, and me, So
Has have either of you two taken on the Festus Factoids duty? I've just thought I haven't done anything.
I didn't know.
neither have I, but I can read you something from the book.
I can hear Mama Fox turning off now straight away.
No, Colin.
I'm sticking
Colin,
up again.
send us a factoid in time.
With your brain.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the same. So there we are. Well, maybe we'll forego the Festus factoid thing tonight, because it took me ages to find out what's in store, and then after that, Facebook's all balked, so we can't watch that either.
Did Ted just say balked?
Balked.
Yes.
I'm so proud. He's so internet savvy now.
Yeah.
It was either that or he said bald. I'm not entirely
Yeah,
certain.
He's really.
But
That's probably another thing down at that Angela Merkel sturgeon woman. it's her fault.
I thought we said no politics.
Yeah, we can bring politics into it when it stops me going on a distillery to it.
Are you going to have to
Yeah.
take down your poster now that says whiskey on it and tear it up in a fit?
Yeah, whiskey closed. So yeah, but it's my what's in store tonight. It's a special what's in store tonight, and there'll be no more on that until we get to it. But and we've got a giveaway as well, haven't we? And
Yeah.
was there something else? Was there something else from last week or whatever?
No, there wasn't a last week.
No, there wasn't a show last week. We do apologise. It turns out that everybody else was balked last week,
Yes.
and we didn't have enough people to fill the seats. So yeah, other than leaving Chris on his own, and he don't want 3/4 of an hour with Chris really.
No,
Just
nobody
on his
needs to
own.
be put through that.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're here, and it's all up to you. It's up to you in your chat to tell us and lead us along on our merry way to things to chat about and things like that. Don't forget, if you finish a thing since it was last year, you can get a ding.
And I'll tell you, every time you get a ding, I'll change my hat. I don't know why. I just will. No, it's got to be a proper ding, Ted. It's got to be a proper ding. See if we can get as many dings as I've got hats in my pile.
Let's say how fast Foxx can change his hats.
No, that's not a real ding.
So yes, if you finish the thing, yes, let us know.
Get a
and
ding
you
and a
can
new
get
hat.
ding. Yeah, and use your belly and bench if you've got something in your belly, and tell us what's on your bench. But we're not too bothered about what's on the bench, but as long as you're telling us.
Yeah,
what's
we'll feign interest in the bench bit. We really just care about the food, and we need to have all that. You can't just say pizza. We need all the filthy, dirty details of whatever you've eaten or what you're going to eat.
I did have haggis when I was in Scotland. Got to go to Scotland. You can't go to Scotland and not have haggis.
Yes, you
Proper
can.
Scottish
don't like
haggis.
It was freshly caught as well. I got them to take the legs off because the legs do get a little bit chewy.
Yeah.
So I got them to clean it properly. And,
Well, if you don't do it right, then somebody always loses because somebody gets the nice long drumsticks and somebody always gets the little stumpy drumsticks from the other side of it. So
Yeah,
if they cut it down the middle that way lengthwise, somebody gets the crappy legs from the left side. So.
It did come with neeps and tatties and a whiskey sauce.
Did you have an Arbroath smoky?
No,
Oh, did you have whiskey porridge?
no, I don't do porridge. No,
Yeah, but proper.
I did get fresh langoustines on the quayside at Auburn, freshly cooked from boat to pan.
Ooh.
The pan was about 10 feet away from the boat when it landed. So
Yeah, but Ted, proper Scots porridge oats like porage with the whiskey in it as well. Ooh. Certainly wakes you up in the morning before you go to sleep in the morning.
Let's have a look about what's going on in chat. In the meantime, Foxx can go across and do his thingy stuff. What was it? Terms and conditions. And I'll have a look and see what's in the chat.
Thumb of talking. Hey everyone, welcome. It is the eModels show. It's Monday. The lights are shining right in my lenses. That's probably a really bad place to have my light. Welcome to the Monday show. It's your show. We're just here to entertain you for the next hour or however long we're on for. If you're watching this and you're not in the live chat, then for the love of dog, please join in the live chat. Simply click on the YouTube icon that's in the bottom right hand corner of the video. If you're watching embedded on Twitter or I nearly said Facebook, but hey, Facebook's broken, or anywhere else, just click on that YouTube link. Join the chat. Remember, of course, please do keep it family friendly. It's an eModels show for emodels.co.uk. So no bad words, no swearings, and please refrain from discussing other model retailers. This is, of course, for eModels, so we're not really going to be talking about anybody else right at this point. And what else do I normally do? Because I've forgotten. We do have a giveaway this week, so make sure you watch right to the end because we might leave it to the last minute. And you never know when Pete Mate might drop one of us a Skype and say, please give this extra thing away. You might not do. But if you were here a few weeks ago, he dropped in the Skype to us and suddenly started giving all this stuff to give away. So it's always worth staying to the very end.
And it was us the day after that said, hi, James, Pete's done this. Oh.
Yeah, James is like, oh, wait, what? Talking of which, I better open Skype, I suppose, just in case. Yes, so it's always worth sticking to the end because you never know when Pete Mate might have been at the drinks cabinet and, accidentally just tell us to give a door away or something.
I hope he's getting better whiskey than I got.
But any whiskey's better than the whiskey you got, Ted, because you didn't get any.
Yeah.
Talking about those prizes that we inadvertently had to give away, Phil Lewis says his policeman arrived what he won.
I'm glad he added what he won at the end rather than just saying his policeman arrived, because that could be dubious.
Did it knock on the door? Was it that sort of knock on the door when it arrived?
Evening all.
Evening all.
Hello. Scale Modelling Cow says, here's a quick fact, because we're not doing factoids tonight. A quick fact. Today in 1957, Sputnik 1 became the first artificial satellite to orbit the Earth.
Oh, in fact, tell you what, why don't we? It's because we haven't prepared at all and we're absolute slackers. People in chat, if you're watching, put an interesting and family-friendly fact in chat. If it has an unpronounceable name in it, even better. And we'll have to read it out in our best impression of Colin.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so we will do what we'll do. We'll go around each of us one at a time, and we all have to do a Festus factoid. But you give us the fact, keep it clean. But if you want to have a really difficult to put name in there,
I'll do that one again. Then I'll go. Here's a quick fact about today. In 1957, Sputnik 1 became the first artificial satellite to orbit the Earth with an H.
Because if we don't do Festus factoids, Mama Foxx will just turn the Xbox off and go and start watching Poirot again. So. And I'll get it in the ear.
That's really good. So get yourselves to Googling. Don't worry, but get yourselves to Googling.
You have moderators in chat, by the way. Obviously, Festa over at Festa 67's Workshop is one of your moderators. Dad from Scaly Models is also in. Hey, Dad. Big hugs to you as well. Do be nice in chat. Your mods will take care of you, but if you mess with them, they'll snap you in half and feed you to the alligators, so don't mess with the mods.
I'm just catching up with the chat. I'm not going all the way back because there's lots of things coming on. Can I get a ding for finishing and leaving my job last Friday? No.
If you started a new job yet, that would be the completion of the process, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but still, it's no.
No. We forgot to ask, by the way, because people are already answering it. Bench and belly.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, you did that one, didn't you? Yeah, we've done that one.
When you say forgot to ask that, you mean we just asked that?
It's because I changed my hat. All the memories are in that one. This one's fresh and virgin.
Temporary bobbins name. Bobbins.
Would that be a temporary bobbins name then, by any chance?
I finished 135th Das Werk truck. Also, belly, some sort of meat-based curry, then cheesecake. Oh, that can't go down well, can it? Meat curry and then cheesecake.
That would go down very well.
That's fine, yeah.
Bench ICM Fringe taxi from 1910. But for the Das Werk truck, you can get.
Oh, hang on. This is like Tommy Cooper doing the thing with two sides, isn't it? My bungee, very dusty bungee hat that's far too small. How big?
Yeah, so all the other memories have got in the last hat now.
What was that about?
What? Who said that? Where am I? Who are you people? What am I doing here? Very quick question, because Jamie asked this just before where you are. He asked this in the stream on Saturday, but what is the best way to make a 135th tank A-frame towing bars? I think we suggested go and buy a whole load of evergreen styrene rods and tubes and shapes. They've got like I-beam shapes and stuff that look like girders. I'm looking at the microphone, not the camera.
Exactly. I would have said exactly the same thing. Yeah, evergreen stuff. Yeah, all sorts of profiles and just pick the sizes.
You get some of them are like hollow tube, but some of them are like C-shapes, square C-shapes that they're just a long strip. Or some of them are like I-beam, like that kind of shape, like a girder. And some are just different shapes. But yeah, just
even better. I'm pretty sure somewhere on the eModels site they sell a 135th something that's got a towing bar in it. So you can buy the whole kit and just use that bit from it.
Yeah, we are kind of assuming he's building the entire A-frame, aren't we? But you might just want the towing bar. In which case, if it's just the towing bar, you mean like the thing on the end with the blob on the end? I'd say make it out of putty and let it dry. Get some milliput, make it a rough shape of it, and then sand it to a ball with the tube shaft. I'm making rude gestures, I shouldn't be, but there's no way to describe a towing hook without slightly suggesting.
Yeah. Just have a look around on the site, find a picture of the bit you want, and then you can find all the bits. I think eModels even sell some evergreen stuff, don't they? I can't remember.
There's probably actually somewhere somebody has a kit of a tank frame.
Just carry on.
Philip Prime Time Modelling, Belly, Spaghetti and Meatballs, Bench, Toyota, Celica Rally Diorama. A rally diorama.
It's always with the meatballs, isn't it, in this chat?
Yeah, there's always meatballs somewhere, yeah.
Dave Cardboard doesn't address this to Ted, but I know what one of these is, so I know it's for you, Ted. He says, did you have a pie floater?
I didn't know. I don't know what one is. I have heard of them, but I don't know what it is. But I didn't.
In fact, no, I don't know what one is. I thought I knew what one is, but now
If it's in Scotland, then it's probably just a pie on a plate, but it's been raining so much that the pie actually floats.
Yeah, probably getting a bit too technical.
Or it could be a pie in a glass of whiskey.
I don't think it involves whiskey, Ted.
No. The less said about whiskey, the better.
Yeah.
Highland
Sore
Boy
subject
says,
with Ted, that.
Yeah, Highland Boy says that it was a great seafood shack on the pier at Auburn. That's the one. Yes. Pier.
Oh, I went to a great seafood shack in Tenerife on one of the black beaches, and I had a plate of seafood, and I swear it was like that tall. It was a pyramid, and it was all different layers of different seafoods. And one of the rings was like all octopus. I'd never had octopus before.
Like a seafood trifle.
It was like a volcano shape with like rings of different foods. The octopus was bright purple. Very strange.
You can keep that.
Funny thing is, I'm not even that keen on seafood, but hey, it's a seafood restaurant. What we're going to eat?
Retro Rabbit Studios. We out of pans to cook the sheepy stuffs. Quick stuff it in its belly and boil it.
What accent was that meant to be?
I don't know, but I take it. That's the description of a wee haggis.
That's written sort of onomatopoeically so you can get it right, and you still sounded like you come from Bombay or somewhere.
Sheepy stuff. Quick stuff it in the belly and boil it.
It's not making my headache any better, you know.
Yeah,
see, we have pans to cook the sheepy stuffs, cook stuff in its belly and boil it. It's not. That wasn't very good either. I'm trying to read it as he's written it, and it's not quite coming out with Scots.
Yeah, I'm probably not Highland enough. Yeah, I'm a bit more lowland. Yeah, Primetime Modelling says Belly, Spaghetti and Meatballs, Bench, Toyota, Celica, Rally Diorama.
Chris, I'm not imagining that.
No, it's fine. Leave it alone. It's all right.
I think every time one of us reads a previous comment that's been read, we should get a ding.
Yeah, well, I've been away. I'm out of practice.
Scale Modelling Chaos says Belly, creamy Cajun chicken pasta and cheesy garlic bread. Garlic bread. Bench, 135th Dragon Sherman and Warhammer Imperium figures. Ooh, you're combining real life armour with Warhammer figures. Good lad. I assume you might not be.
And Foxx has gone now.
See, that's it. He's 18 minutes in and he's gone.
Yep, he didn't beat what he did the other day when he was only 5 minutes in. That was impressive. But...
Just because I mentioned Warhammer.
Yeah.
Yes, Warhammer figures do kind of work with 135th scale tanks sometimes. As long as there's nothing on the tank to suggest the scale too much, you can get away with it.
Right, Anders, Belly restarted my diet again. So it was a mixed salad with chicken and shrimps for lunch. Fruit and coffee just now. Not jellies.
No, that's shrimps. Look, that's shrimps.
Oh, is that different? Sorry.
It's like that rather than like that.
Bench meant to continue the 148th Kitten Craft Railed, but I realised I forgot how to. What? Okay.
Did you just read?
Bother then. Do something else.
Did you just read Kitten Craft Rail as Kitten Craft Rails?
Kitten Craft Rails. No, I didn't. I said Kitten Craft Roll.
Quick, brings the kitten craft.
Kitten Craft Frad.
We shall throw the small cats at them. Yeah.
Michael Jackman. Yeah, it says Belly bacon in French bread. Oh, ooh, very posh.
French bread.
Not a baguette, but a French bread.
Ooh.
Buried beneath everything. We can't fit into the flat in this. We can't fit in the flat in the small shed we have. At this time, I have nowhere to build. Ooh.
Oh, shall I do Michael Jackman's Belly bacon in French bread just to even things up and make it all?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's fine.
Michael Jackerman says, Belly, breaking in French bread, bench buried beneath everything we can't fit in the flat. In the small shed we have at this time, I have nowhere to build.
Mac,
Mac.
Belly, a
Mac.
real nice steak with chorizo sauce and chips, fries. Bench, it's inundated with orcs. He's had an orc invasion, so
Yeah, he's had many orcs. I do find that really nice steaks are kind of the best steaks. I hope somebody's got a just completed build, because this hat is not that comfortable. It's quite old and it's a bit
Oh, I
hard
hope
around
nobody
the-
does.
around the
Then. That's
forehead.
great.
We can probably get down to there in just a moment.
I thought you were used to wearing baseball caps anyway, so I'm sure it'll be all right.
Because Dad.
This is
Dad
a very
from
old one
Skelly-
that's kind of gone a bit hard
Dad
around
from
the edge.
Skelly Model says, good evening. Good evening to you, Dad. Talking of which, says Pete Rogers, I've just finished my chipmunky one. eModels even sent my sticker. So there. Pete Rogers, wait for it, folks.
I'm ready.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right, yeah, right. We can.
There's a
avoid-
snake in my boot.
Can we avoid having any more finished?
Yeah, no more finishes. I unfortunately can't see chat anymore, so that must be. I'll stick with this for the rest of
Ah, fail. I'll come up with another reason to change hats then, every time somebody taps a word or something.
this.
Let's have a
Lord
look at
Barkley
chat.
the Third
Well,
says, good evening. By the time you read this, I'll be in the kitchen getting some cake, so I'll be back soon.
Who said that? Where? I've lost that.
That was Lord Barkley. I may have jumped on. No, I finished the chipmunk.
Oh, okay.
There's lots of hellos and stuff, so...
Well, Sarah Jane, you missed Sarah Jane. Sarah Jane's got a fact, Fester's factoid. On this day, in 2021, I can't hear Ted speak up with an H.
I did turn the volume of Fox and Ted up a bit, but that makes Fox very loud, so...
Yeah, I think Ted, have you moved your microphone back a bit or something, Ted? Or
No, I've just moved it forward. I shall move it forward again.
oh, look, it's baby Ted. It's little Ted.
It's Ted and Little Ted, yeah.
It's Ted and little Ted.
Hello.
Have you twiddled your knob on the back or something?
I don't think so. I haven't been here for 2 weeks, so I haven't touched it. I never touched it.
I probably shouldn't get him to press buttons.
It's probably the dust.
There was like a hole in the furry bit there when you did that. Wasn't it? It's like a little temporary black hole.
I tell you what, I can move the camera that way a little bit, and then I can move this bit.
Put it right against your face and do your proper Radio 4 announcer voice.
Good evening. Welcome to Radio 4.
And that's still quieter than Fox.
Everything's quieter than me. White Glove Models. I have to do a software update, so you may lose me at some point. I'll be in and out as it restarts a million times. I can move my microphone back a bit. Like that much.
Right. Who did the last factoid? So it could be Anders Ericsson for me, is it?
Nope. Yeah, I think you'll be on Stephen Hill Harris's factoid.
Oh no, I'll do that one then, and Ted can do Anders. Stephen Hill Harris says, here's an interesting factoid. William Shatner is finally going into space next week.
What's he going into space with? With an H.
With an H. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I thought I might be able to link that in tonight's What's in Store, because it's my What's in Store. I thought I might have been able to link that in tonight, but I couldn't. So, yeah. Apparently, he will be the oldest man in space.
Yeah.
To ever go into space, but he's not the first member of the cast to go into space.
Is he the first one to go into
Wait,
space?
I've already
that's
forgotten
alive?
what the factoid. Oh no. I actually was sitting there thinking, what was the? I've forgotten what the factoid was like seconds after it had been read out.
Apparently, the other member of the Star Trek crew to go into space was, I believe, it was Scotty.
James Doohan. Yeah, as Ashes.
Can't say
His
he wasn't
ashes,
alive
yeah,
at the time, so it doesn't really
Yeah,
count.
he wasn't alive at the time.
But
They
the-
sent his ashes onto
I
the
don't think he
space
came
station.
back either. Did they not leave him out
No,
there?
no. The sad thing was with Scottish ashes, it was a sample of his ashes, and they weren't there permanently. They did eventually, or they will, or they have eventually just come back down again. They were just launched into space. They didn't stay out there. So
Oh well, okay. Interesting fact, says Anders Ericsson. IKEA is an abbreviation of Ingvar.
hang on. You've got to do the Colin voice.
Or interesting fact. I've got to do them.
It's
You have met
All right,
Colin,
Phil.
haven't you? You do know who we're talking about. It's Colin, the
yeah,
guy that's
it's not
normally
Phil
sitting
from
down.
Time Team.
Yeah, I've got to do folk handles first just to get.
You got to say that to get yourself in, haven't you? Full handles.
Folk handles. Interesting fact: IKEA is an abbreviation of Ingvar Kamprad Elmyard Gunarindum, the founder
Somebody call an ambulance.
of the village he was born in.
Sorry, can you do that again, Ted?
What, you want me to do it again? IKEA is an abbreviation of Ingvar Kamprad Elmatari Anim, the founder of the village he was born in.
And him.
Yeah, what I'm trying to do is do the mouth shapes that Colin does.
Oh, you get extra points for that then, for
I
realism.
get distinct impression that this was if Colin was a farmer.
I'm just seeing Phil Harding.
Get off my track.
Stratification, Tony. You got the Roman layer. Candygram for Mongo says, fact. A man in Cheddar has been shown by DNA tests to be a direct descendant of Cheddar Man, the oldest skeleton found in Britain. For 9,000 years, his ancestors had no desire to move anywhere.
Was that 9,000?
9,000.
1,000 years ago.
Four
Blimey.
handles. Orcs with an alt on the shoulder.
And I bet he keeps getting told, don't forget the crackers.
Don't forget the crackers, Gromit. I bet if Colin's watching, he's probably sitting there going, "Oh Jesus."
I think he's probably turned it off by now.
Yeah, I think Mum's probably just like burned the Xbox by now, and thrown the telly out.
That Dave Cardboard has just realised that Pie Floater is Australian, not Scottish. Sorry, Scotland.
Oh no, bro!
That's why Ted had never heard of it, because
You blew your trousers, bro. Bloody dag.
Oh dear.
Graham Roberts off. I'm off, guys. Catch you later. Take care, Graham. Foxx in that cowboy reminds me of the guys from the Blue Oyster Bar in Police Academy. Wouldn't you like to know?
We don't want to see your chaps.
Steady. Family friendly.
Right. I see eModels are selling Thunderbird kits. They are, yes.
They've been doing it for a while,
get
haven't
yourself a Thunderbird kit. Build them all. Yeah.
Got to build them. Oh, Johnny's in. Hey, Johnny.
Lee Barrett.
I'd like to build a model of Stingray. Stingray.
Lee Barrett has a factoid. He says, fact.
Anything
Mickey
can happen
Mouse's
in the next
girlfriend
12 hours.
is called Minerva Mouse. Minnie is her nickname.
Money. Because
Minnie.
it can.
Minerva
It's a car,
Mouse.
innit?
Carry
Wayne Modelwork says, please hurry back, Colin. It's obvious these chaps need supervision. And he probably does it in that voice as well.
Not even Wednesdaydale.
Not even when we actually, many years ago, for some reason in this house, we had a plush Wallace. Don't ask me why. And if you squeezed his foot, he'd sit there and he'd go, don't forget the crackers. What was it else he said? A few of the phrases that were just so Wallace.
We've got one somewhere. I can't think where it is. Yes, there's one.
Cracking, go toast, Gromit. Have you heard? I don't know if you've heard. I saw something the other day, like something that Arbin Animation put out, and of course the chap that played Wallace died a few years ago.
Did he? I'd not even heard.
Yeah, and they've got a new voice actor to play the part, and I've got to tell you, he does a cracking Wallace voice. It's almost just about spot on. It's a really good take of the original voice.
It was that guy. It was that guy from Last of the Summer Wine, wasn't it?
Yeah, whose name was on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can see his face now, but I can't.
But they've done a marvellous job of finding a voice actor who can just about do the Wallace voice. It's spot on. Which was just the voice actor's voice. It wasn't anything different to normal.
There was a thing about Kermit the Frog, and obviously he died, and was it his son?
Well,
took
Kermit
over?
died?
Kermit died. But there was something about in one of the films, someone played an imposter Kermit the Frog, and they've actually got him to be the actual Kermit the Frog because he did it better than the replacement that they actually had for Kermit the Frog to do it. Very convoluted.
Well, I thought that Jim Henson did Kermit, and I thought it was Jim Henson's son that took
I
over.
think it was his
Kermit
son,
after
but he
died.
didn't do it as well as there was
No,
some
it
differences
wasn't
to
quite
the way
the
it
same.
was, and
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
quite. the same.
Everybody's coming with the actor's name now, Peter Sallis.
That's it,
Brilliant.
Peter
That's it,
Sallis.
Brilliant actor.
You got to like Peter Sallis.
Right. Are you
Oh,
you're finished with your behind the scenes stuff, Ted? I saw you talking to somebody.
Everything is under control.
Your behind the scenes things sorted. Are you ready to do your what's in store?
Yeah, I can do what's in store. I can shift things around, and then we can.
What, you got to shift things around? What? I don't. What?
Yeah, sorry, I've just trapped
What,
me.
does this require furniture?
Right, let's move that over to there somehow. I can't move that right. Yeah, I can move the chat so we can still see what's happening. Yes, it's my what's in store this week, and it's about time. I didn't realise it was that time already.
It's getting
And we've got all this,
It's that time already.
Yeah, so I'm going to do a what's in store, and it's a bit of a tenuous. The tenuous link this week is something special that's happening tomorrow, and it might all become apparent when you see it. So the idea is that you don't win anything. Yes, you don't.
You win
anything.
nothing.
Now.
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, and yeah, at the end of the 6 items, after we discuss the things like that, I'll say go, and it's up to you to tell us what the tenuous link is. Simple as that. You know the rules. You've been here before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we'll go. Yeah. How do we share the screen?
I remember. Whoa, hello, words. That was a train wreck. And remember, don't put your answer in chat until Ted comes back and says, "What's the connection?" Go. If you do it before Ted says go, we'll just get the finger of shame.
Yeah, the finger of shame.
That actually might be the finger of buying. I'm not sure. That might be the finger of shame. One of them.
Now, Anders Ericsson's already put something in chat there, and it could have a bit of a link to that, actually. But never mind, here we go. Right, here we go for the highest quality nothing you can exchange your belly button lint for, says Rabbit. So here we go. Right, can somebody share this?
I can. Yes. There you go.
Have we done? Oh, yeah, there we go. There it is. The first one is the... Right, yeah. Mind the buttons. Is the first one is the one Italeri 172nd Panavia Tornado IDS, the 60th anniversary edition.
Good God, a tornado is really that old?
Yeah, that's what I thought. They can't be 60 years old.
God, our Air Force is rubbish, isn't it?
Yeah, they took a long time to develop them. Yeah, the Tornado, brilliant aircraft. I remember them flying all over the place. But, yeah, as they did. Yeah, because building aircraft, they look a bit silly if they're on the road. But there we go. Let's have a look at these. Yeah, what's the 60th anniversary edition? Does somebody know? So, yeah, this aircraft can't be 60 years old. But
It must be. Yeah, it must be.
It might not be. It might be the anniversary of the RSV or whatever it is, or I don't know.
What's the IDS?
Italian Defence IDS, Panama Tornado IDS 60th anniversary 311.
Just a jumble of words now.
Somebody will tell us in chat. Yeah. There we go. But we'll have a look at this because there's lots of parts. Italeri, do produce some pretty good kits with all these decals, all of them.
Ooh, decalage.
Decalage. Yeah.
It's going to cover the entire kit,
Yeah, I think the main part of this is actually doing the decals and the colour scheme rather than building the kit. Because I know that there are certain builders and collectors out there that build the aircraft, not so much for building the aircraft, but to paint them or have them displayed in different sort of paint schemes that the particular service that they're in has painted them in over the years. They could tell you all about it. But there There we are. There's the Aeronautica Mitiglieri Italia 311 Gruppo, 60th anniversary special colour.
I love the way Ted starts reading a sentence and halfway through, you see the regret cross his face as he's going through the complicated words.
It always happens. I get halfway across and think, I wish I hadn't started this.
There's two parts of Ted's brain. One part's going, read that. The other one's going, oh, you've done it again.
Bobbins does tell us that IDS is interdiction and strike.
Yeah, that's how my brain works. Unfortunately, my brain works when one side talks to the other, but there happens to be a delay of about 30 seconds in the sending and receiving. So that's why that works. The next one is it's a book, Extremely Filthy, Extreme Reality, Old and Forgotten.
Ooh.
These are brilliant books by AK. books, brilliant. I find books better than internet because you can touch them, you can feel
Look
them,
at that.
you can flick backwards and forwards without having to press a button and find that page that you lost or close a page. Unfortunately, you can't sort of expand the photographs on them. You get yourself doing that, don't you? And you read the newspaper,
Do
you
that,
read
and
a
you do
book,
that with your finger,
uh,
pinch to
and
zoom.
you try and pinch the picture wider, and it doesn't work.
Can I just say that picture on the left page, you know, for the merry-go-round, not the merry, what is it called? What are those things called?
Roundabouts?
Roundabout, whatever it is. The bit on the left at the top right of the left page looks exactly like a sea spider.
I thought it was one of the
Sea
things
spiders
you
are awesome, but it
I
looks
thought it was
exactly
one of
like
the
a sea
things you
spider.
scratched your head with.
I know what you mean. Yeah, these magazines are great because you get these and the ammo ones, and they're a great resource to have. Not necessarily so much for learning the techniques, because obviously there's only so many techniques, but more just for inspiration. I've got a few
reference
books.
and yeah.
I've got a few of these, and I've got some of the mecha books from various publishers, and a lot of them are just inspirations because you might see something. Oh, I never thought about that. So
yeah.
it might be, you might know the technique, but you may never have thought of applying it to a specific thing. So it's always worth picking these up, just so you've got a library of stuff to look at. And like Ted says, you know, if I'm thinking, what can I do on this particular model? You can go and look for some video, but you don't know what you're looking for. You can flip through a magazine quickly. And, there you go. That's what I was looking for.
And,
So,
and you can
great
have it
resources.
there. You can have it there propped up next to you on the workbench without the screen shutting down every minute as it goes into this energy saving mode and things like that. But yeah, they're brilliant. You can just. I just like the way you can flick backwards and forwards, compare the pictures. But this one here, the Flamenco Beach Sherman with graffiti and things on it. Yeah. It's brilliant. I tried doing a little bit of graffiti on some railway carriages a while back, and it's good fun. It's quite good fun to do because it's all freehand, and you do what you want to it.
The other thing as well is when you're doing this kind of thing, when you're learning a new technique, it's often useful, or you're learning something new, is to copy the source that you're getting it from. Just to, like, you might have that tank, you might want to just copy that tank and to learn that technique. And if you're trying to do it off a video, of course, you've got to scroll back and forth. And with this one, you can just have it in front of you, like you say, and just be like, I'm going to copy that I'm learning this technique. And you've got it right there in front of you, because copying is a good way to learn. And then once you've learned it, you can go off and do your own things.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, but yeah, these are brilliant books. They're AK. They show you the techniques that they do. They show you the products that they use. But this one, yeah, AK Extreme Reality, old and forgotten.
Old and forgotten.
Old
Do I
and
need to get my little tiny violin out?
Yeah. Now this next one, everybody knows that you're contractually obliged to buy item number 3.
Cashier number 3, please.
And if everybody, even if just one person tonight bought item number 3, Pete would be most happy. Yeah, really happy.
Yes.
Because it's the Tamiya 8/10 scale Wild 1 Max custom order at £6,000.
Cashier number 5, please.
Yeah, £6,000.
Emerald
buy
takes
that for
all leading credit
$6,000.
cards.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a 6 and there's lots of zeros there.
Yes.
Yeah, you're probably wondering why this is so expensive. Just look at the scale of it. 8/10. We were having a discussion on this before about what is the actual scale. Is it 8/10? Is it 8:1? But yeah, it's not just a tiny model kit. This is almost full size because you can get in it and drive it.
Yeah, the seat that's in the cockpit, that's a racing seat, like in a car that you sit in. It's an actual thing you can drive around. So it's like a squeezy little tiny buggy. How cool is that?
Yeah, brilliant.
Pretty cool.
Let's have a look at some of the pics there, Ted.
I did just see something in the writing down there. It had a size. You go down a little bit further. 3.5 meters long.
Rather, it goes on about telling you the recent sort of releases of this vehicle in 1/10 scale and things like that. but rather than being in 1/10 scale, the Wild One Max will be an impressive 8/10 scale, and you'll need not have an RC controller because it's big enough to drive yourself.
What did you say it was, Chris? 9 feet, 3 meters. What?
3.5 meters long, 1.8 wide.
So 10 or 11 foot long.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to
It's,
find it.
it's funnily enough, it's the size of a car.
Size of 80% of a car. Yeah.
There you go. That's exactly how big it is. Look at that. Oh, I want one. I want one. I actually want one. I'll paint it up like the frog, though. I'd have to paint it like the frog. Temporary Bobbin says, "Do I only need 8/10 of a driving license?"
Yeah, it does. It does. I was reading through the blurb before. It does actually come with an optional on-road pack. So
Does
if
it
you
come in an
want-
enormous box?
Yeah, if you want, yeah, it probably does. Yes, it's a huge box. Yeah. So if you wanted to drive it on the road, you can actually get an additional pack to make it road legal.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that Pete mate has got this in stock for one major reason, and that is he wants to buy one. And if he gets 2 of them in stock, he can then somehow work around Mrs. Pete mate, who's the real boss.
They're not actually. This is like a pre-order sort of thing. They're being made to order next year, apparently, according to the blurb that I read about it. But
Yeah, I think that's what it says, that what it means by custom order.
yeah,
So if you want one, and we could tell you that there's lots. Yeah, this is worth about 700 kits. Yeah, by the time we put all these kits together, it's massive.
Michael
It's
Jackman says, "Blimey, that's a real kit car. It's literally a real kit car."
So that's it. Yeah, don't just remember that you are contractually obliged to buy items.
is that decals it comes with?
There's even decals. Imagine the source of it. You're gonna have to,
I'm assuming that Tamiya do the 1/10 one, and this is the real. This is so. I'm guessing that's the decals you're getting. The one I don't know. I think they're combining pictures of the RC one and the real one.
You have to cut these out with your scissors, then put them in a giant saucer.
Yeah, do them in the bath.
Yeah, but you have to use little tiny nail scissors, like the.
Oh, decal. What's the next picture there, Ted?
The next picture.
Oh, it's just safety. I couldn't make out what it was
Safety
from
and
the tiny
testing,
picture.
yeah.
Safety, don't crash. Wear a helmet.
Yeah. Remember your speed. Yeah. Things in the mirror may look larger than real life. So there we go. That's the Tamiya 8th Wild One Max custom order. It's £6,000.
FB Modelmaking says that's my next build. Yeah, I don't think so. Blimey, that's a real. Oh no, I've done that one. How much TET will be needed to glue that together? Says Dave Cardboard.
How much microsolid set would you need for the decals?
Yeah, ask Scale Model and Chaos. Decals in the bath, says Andrew Preston.
Retro
Wild
Rabbit
One.
says any car is a kit car if you take it apart.
Yeah, you think of the charger pack for this, or the size of the nitro batteries that you put in the back of it. Yeah,
This hat's too big.
Anyway, that's that one. And the next one is.
Remember, of course, it's item number 3, which you're contractually obliged to purchase.
Yeah, get your hands in your pocket, Pete. Yeah, they're on the way. Yeah, get some ready. They're coming down to buy them. The next item is the Mini Art 1/35th champagne and cognac bottles and crates. If you're going to have a party, you need some champagne and cognac in the crates. There we go.
Ooh, lovely paint job on those, actually.
Mini Art always do lots of useful little things like this. Crates. That's.
Oh dear.
That.
Ted's internet's broken.
No, Ted's about to fall over.
Ooh, yeah, there we go. Yep, you can paint them up. You practice your skills at painting old wood, new wood, wooden crates, cognac, champagne. Yeah.
Thing is, I can imagine painting the crates would be fun, but painting all the bottles would be not as much fun. 'Cause you can't
I'm
wet
just
them.
Yeah, I think what happens with these is you get the cognac, the bottles in self-coloured plastic.
Yeah,
And
I
then
suspect
there
so.
are labels. I think there's labels to go on them. So there's little tiny decals to go on each bottle and things like that. So yeah. So if you want to have a party, if you're building
Want to have a party?
if you're building a diorama where your dudes need to be having a party,
Dudes.
yep, you're gonna need champagne and cognac bottles.
Max says, looks like a scene from my backyard.
Lots
Going
of
back
them.
to that big car, a lot of Tamiya paints, as Andrew Preston Retro says, XF1 by the quart, and Modelling Chaos says, especially if you're brush painting.
This is one of them starter kits where it comes with a tiny brush and the little pots of paint.
Little tiny pot of like, you know, Revell paint.
We've done that. The shop hire. The next one is something a little bit different. This is the Flexi file, the CA handle unique CA applicator. The
Ooh.
candle unique applicator. Fork
handle.
Yeah. You might be wondering what this is. It actually works like a fountain pen.
It's a dibber, isn't it? It's like a little.
Yeah, you see each of these on the 4-inch fret. I don't know if you can make it bigger. No, you can't make it bigger. Can we make it bigger?
Make it bigger.
Make it bigger. Yeah, we can see that each of these little sort of applicators have a little nick in them, like a fountain pen, so that it draws the CA glue up with.
That'd be good for the thin CA glue, wouldn't it? That's like water. Oh yeah.
So you can apply it.
And the good thing is, when they get clogged up with CA glue, you just put them in the freezer for a few minutes, and then shatter the glue off.
Yeah, I've lost it. There we go.
It's gone.
Yeah, there we are. So $11.99. Always good to have things like this in the toolbox for just that time when you need them. Yeah, you don't always need them. Yeah, but there will be that one moment when you need a candle CA applicator. You think, I've got just the thing for that.
You could buy one, you could buy 2 or 3, or you could buy
four handles.
Fork handles.
Four handles.
Handles.
Yeah.
For forks.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so there you go. You can keep a candle in the box.
Candle in the box. No,
No, you keep your candle in the wind. What? No.
Yeah, could do. Anyway, the final
Pigeons,
item.
because they coo.
The final item for tonight, as I get cramp in the back of my thigh.
You're not used to sitting down like that.
The final item tonight is the Hobby Boss 135 Soviet T60 light tank. I'm always doing that. But yeah, this doesn't actually look like your usual Russian sort of tank, does it? Because it doesn't look like a tractor.
It looks more Japanese than, because it's got such like weird bicycle wheels. It looks more Japanese.
Yeah, it looks a very lightweight tank from the Ruskies.
This looks like whatever was in the factory, kind of scenario.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a bit of sheet steel over there. Let's knock together a tank.
They say it's a light tank, but it's still going to be heavy, isn't it?
Indeed.
Yeah, it's relative, isn't it?
So yeah, not a lot of decals on this one. Only a few, so you can have an option of 2 tanks.
That's one tank and the other tank.
And the wheels. Yeah. One thing about it though, being a light tank, it's got very few tank wheels.
Is that individual track links?
I don't think it is.
On that last sprue, what's?
I think they're Apple AirPods, aren't they?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. Oh no. There we go. Yeah. The Hobby Boss, great. Look, Fort Witch as well. 26.99, and you're getting Fort Witch thrown in there because Hobby Boss do. And the options, couple of options there of painting it green
or
green.
Yep.
They seem to have had a bit of an off day because they put the turret on to one side.
I love the way that the options are. It's exactly the same colour scheme. It's just the other decal on the turret. The other
does
number.
seem to be, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's it, yeah. Good old Ruskies. Keep things simple.
Yeah. Keep it simple, stupid. Pencil barrel, says Lord Berkeley III. Yeah, not exactly a heavy weapon on that. Bit of a heavy stubber, if anything else. You could warhammer that though.
Yeah, you could. 1/35 scale. It could fit nicely.
I could stick some Deathcore decals on that, paint it German grey, get some Kriegers running alongside it.
Change that puny little barrel to some big Zoomer blaster.
I'm not actually sure how the tracks are on that, because I can't see tracks on any of those sprues.
I would probably think there'd be rubber band tracks.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I probably so. But there we go. Should we have a quick run through again? There we go.
Mhm.
We've got the Panavia Tornado IDS 60th anniversary. We've got Old and Forgotten, aka Extreme Reality. Brilliant little book. Well worth to get, just to build up a collection of them. We got the Tamiya Wild One at £6,000. Yeah,
This is how you drive it, like this.
yeah. I should when I did this one, I should have put my trilby on and sheepskin jacket, and yeah.
I used to have the
Nice.
remote control Tamiya Frog, and it had a ropey plastic cog in the steering rack. So every time you hit a bump, the wheels would go out of whack. So it really would be driving like that.
So yeah, there you go, mate. Nice. One lady owner, been driven. She just used to drive it to church every Sunday. That's
Great
all.
for tyre kickers because you can get to the whole tyre. I want one of those.
Yeah. Do you want one? Yeah, I could say a nice little deposit. Mate.
I think all of the team should get one each.
Yeah. Come on, Pete, mate. So we all need one. I can paint a shark mouth down the side and I'll make a little canvas roof for it. Only thing is, it's probably got like a 2-pot engine. It's probably like a chicken chaser. It probably isn't that impressive.
Yeah, and it's £6,000. It's 600 quid for the kit. The rest of it's in fuel.
Is it a kit or is it actually just turned up on your
It's
doorstep
a
as
kit.
a car?
It says it's a kit.
So,
Cool. Yeah, Pete mate gets one of us each them, and then we'll do a proper TV. Get on to Amazon to fund a TV series and build it on telly.
Yeah, it'd be like the what was it, the banana splits, where we could drive around the eModels shop, couldn't we? There we go. And then if you want a party, it's champagne and cognac. Yeah, crates of them. Lots and lots of crates for the party.
Nevbo says Christmas build.
And yeah, without a party, you can't have a party without candles. And this is a CA candle, unique CA applicator.
Candle.
You
Candle.
know you want one for candles. And finally, Hobby Boss, the T60 light tank. Now then, yes, we'll stop sharing. If someone could press the stop sharing button, and I will drag the chat over to you so I can see it. And if you know what the tenuous link is, go.
Haven't you done that hat already?
No, this is my Cub reporter hat that doesn't actually fit very well. It's actually too small. It was a super small trim, but it looked great. It's called the Rat Pack. It cost me about 80 quid, and then I got it, and it was a little bit too small, so it's actually not very good.
Put it down highlight if you're all right.
If anybody out there who's old in Australia may remember an old series called The Specials, I think it was in Australia, like an old black and white cop show, and there was like all big, massive blokes with very tight-fitting suits and tiny hats.
Anyway, well, Bobbins 2021 has got it right. It's my birthday. Yes, I've reached the grand old age of 60 tomorrow.
Ooh, surely that's not even possible.
Old and forgotten. That's me. Yeah.
Old and forgotten.
But
He was a cop. Then he was old.
On the plus side, from tomorrow it's free prescriptions. Yeah, when you get to my age, you need free prescriptions. Yeah, so that's it.
It's
Yes,
also
well,
10th anniversary of free butt checks.
yeah, I keep getting all these letters written to me now from the doctor. Please come to the surgery.
I got a text from my doctor last week saying, "You're now eligible for your free flu jab." Oh. I'm not old yet. Get.
There's only 2 Australian series, says Dave Cardboard, Neighbours and Skippy.
He's clearly never watched Prisoner Cell Block H or Wentworth.
Yeah. So well done to everybody else. Yep. Who else got it right? Lee Barrett got it right. Anders got it right.
Scale modelling chaos.
It's Ted's getting his free bus pass. No, that's I've got to wait for that yet.
Yeah. To be fair, we all thought Ted was 60 ages ago.
Yeah, I've always been 60.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been 60.
He was the oldest. He was the oldest copper ever to be puppy walked.
But yeah, that's it. Tomorrow, I hope to be getting some whiskey tomorrow, so I'd make up for the. Yeah.
But you couldn't get any because it was all sold out and then shut while you were there.
Yeah, you can buy Scots whiskey here, but you can't get Scots whiskey in Scotland.
Yeah, that was it. I did go into one distillery though. They actually let you get into the shop because some of them they wouldn't even let you in the shop without pre-booking. Went into the shop, thought, yeah, I'll have a look at the whiskey. Whiskey, £160 a bottle. No thanks, I'm not.
That's
yeah,
why
I'm
they
not
let
that
you into the
thirsty.
shop.
That's
I'm
why.
not.
That's why the distillery tour is even more heartbreaking, because you would have got free whiskey that cost 160 quid a bottle.
Yeah, I'm not having it. I'm leaving. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going to visit.
Wait, did you go
Wales.
Italian then? Am I going home?
I'm going home.
Hey, arigato, are we going home?
Wales will be more accepting. I'm off to Wales.
Ah, Welsh whiskey, that classic.
I go across to Ireland, a bit Irish whiskey, Bushmills. Yeah,
They've got an E in it though, or they haven't got an E in it. I can never remember which one's which.
Hang on, what is Irish whiskey, Scots whiskey? What is Welsh? What does Wales have apart from cheese on toast?
You've got women in tall hats.
Bottles of White Lightning, £1 a gallon. I don't know.
Yeah.
Women in tall hats.
Michael Jackman says, "Is the giveaway the 8/10th car?" You have to wait and see. We'll do the giveaway in a minute.
If I got a Skype message from Pete now saying give one of them away, it'd be like, he's been.
Oh, we did the draw, and Foxx won it. What a shock!
Oh, hooray! With me and my DIY skills.
Yeah, we better say happy birthday tomorrow for Ted, because we can't message him on Facebook because it's broken. So
Happy birthday to you. We can sing, it's not
happy
copyright.
birthday
Happy
to
birthday
Ted.
to you.
Happy
birthday, dear
birthday
Ted.
to Ted.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, I think I'll wait till Colin comes back for you to sing happy birthday, because it was much better with Colin singing happy birthday
Day to you.
happy birthday,
To you.
happy birthday with an H.
Happy birthday with an H birthday, Tedward. Happy birthday with an H to you. I've never actually heard Colin sing. I bet he's got like a real nice sort of.
I bet he's got the full proper Welsh choir.
If you just imagine
Well,
Colin.
quiet.
Yeah, Colin on the karaoke. Yeah. Apparently the Welsh do make whiskey.
I'm sure they do. It's just not. They're not famous for it, are they? Shall we do the giveaway thing from this week then, and then call it a night?
Can we do the giveaway thing from this week then?
Well, it's up to Ted really. It's Ted's birthday tomorrow.
I think Ted's actually just paused. He's got a blue screen of death going on.
What's that?
No, I bet
He's
in
got
your brain,
the
Ted, you're
buffering
like,
thing across his face.
you just kind of stopped.
You saw how before that picture was buffering.
It's not Ted's internet that's buffering. It's just Ted.
My brain often buffers. I can see these things going around in my eyes.
Overflow error.
Oh dear. So we've got a thing to give away. We're giving away a thing. I was going to give it away last week when I didn't have a show, but then I didn't have a show, so we'll do it this week instead.
Yay!
So
it's only got a week of dust on it.
It is, what is it? It's the Revell 172nd Combat Set, Messerschmitt, and a Supermarine Spitfire. 2 planes for the price of none, because you could win it for nothing.
Yep.
And then when you built it, you can go around the workshop, can't you? Going,
Fight against each other.
Yeah. Or you can do it like they do it in the proper aircraft training videos and series. You just shove a stick up the back of it, can't you? And then you have them on sticks. That's how they do it.
I love the way that in Chris's mind an aircraft sounds like.
I do. I've seen them.
That beautiful sound of a Spitfire. Doing the accounts as he flies past.
Yes.
Lost the chat.
It's fun.
Right,
So
okay,
yes, you
that
can
lost
win
you
one of
years
those.
ago.
All you have to do is when this video becomes a video file in a little while, not in the chat now because it won't count. Leave a comment of some description. Make
Family friendly.
plain
Keep
noises.
it clean. Yeah. Write down plain noises.
Yeah.
Or it could be aircraft battle noises, or just plain flying noises, or.
I just want plain flying noises, and I want Fox to read them all out next week.
It'll just be meow, 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 zoom.
Yeah. White Glove Model says you have to make the machine gun noises. Yes, you do.
Rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat.
See, when I was a kid at school, there were 2 camps of thought on that. There was the noise, and there was the da-da-da-da-da. No, I know. I could never settle on one when I was a kid, which was
Oh no, but that's
No, we didn't like that kid. We never got him to join in. We didn't talk to him.
that's year 10. But when you read your Commando comics, it was always Achtung Spitfire.
Verdammt! Britische Schweindog!
Yeah, for you, the war is over.
I'll have to dig it out again. I've got one of those. I can't remember where it is. I've got a Commando action comic. It's like that thick. It's a book with like 3 panels per page. It's all that scratchy black and white, beautiful ink art. It's fantastic. Donut and Blitzen, die britische Schweinpig, aye. Great.
What about reindeers? What? Eh?
What? Reindeers.
That's
What?
Commando.
You said Donner and Blitzen, didn't you? What?
Yeah, in those comics, the Germans always shouted at Donut and Blitzen as an expletive, but it just means thunder and lightning. So
Okay.
to kids
not
growing
reindeer.
up in the 1970s, German soldiers shouted thunder and lightning all the time, which is not obviously what they
It
shouted.
could be worse. It could be Rudolph and stuff. So yeah. It's...
And they always
Yes, so
shouted
leave a comment when this is a video, and you may well win one of those. Next week we shall make a draw and randomly pick someone to win it randomly from the YouTube random comment picker.
Cool. Forgot what's next. Anything else?
I don't think there's anything else. That's about it, isn't it, really?
Oh, good. With the puny machine guns on the Spitfire, would be pop, pop, pop. Nah, I don't think so. No, they had big. Originally they were 303s, but then they had cannons on them, didn't they? That's good.
Scale modelling. Oh, you've done that one. Michael Jackman says dagger, 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 dagger. Phil Lewis says dagger, dagger, dagger. Scale modelling Chaos says actually not bad kits. I won't be entering this as I have the one I won here earlier this year. You can win more.
Yeah, there's no limit.
Why not?
To the
You're more
winnings.
than welcome to have more free stuff than just one.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't want that one because I've already got something else. No, have both.
And you've got to be in it to win it.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, just go make.
You snooze, you lose.
Yeah, that's it. Right. I think we're about wrapped up for the night now, are we?
Retro Rabbit says sad trombone, but I'm not sure why.
Trombones are always sad, aren't they?
That wasn't really a trombone. That was more a muted trumpet.
So it didn't sound like a trombone or look like a trombone either. So you know. It's...
That's more like scaly models, isn't it, on a Friday night?
A Friday night.
Oh, any night. I can't only say one.
Right. Yes.
Temporary Bobbin says, I don't think the Spitfire is a very nice looking plane. Band.
Yeah.
I do. I like the curve of the wing. It's sort of almost symmetrical. It pleases me.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a thing of sheer beauty. It's like saying, I don't really rate the E-Type Jaguar.
Oh yeah, we had a visit at the museum just a week before I left for my holidays. We had the Jaguar Owners Club. They came to visit the museum and they brought all the beautiful E-Type Jags with them. I didn't realise there was actually so many different variants of the same car, but yeah, they were sleek and lovely and touchable, all tactile and gorgeous.
Did they get cross when you touched them?
Yeah, and they were actually they were built like a Spitfire because they were monocoque. The engine sort of bolted off the front of the car and just left the chassis. Beautiful cars. Yeah.
One of my best friends, many years ago, and I'll never forget this. He bought. He came into a little bit of money, so he bought himself a Jaguar, and it was whatever. It was like 15 years ago. It's the long, sleek, modern. I don't know what it was. I don't know Jaguars. It's like a very expensive car. But the two things I remember were one, being in it. It was like a mobile gentleman's lounge. I was just waiting for a little obsequious man to come along and ask if I wanted a G&T. It was delightful. It was about 100 foot long. But the best thing was, he went into the dealership and asked if he could pay on his whatever that student card was that you had that wasn't quite a proper bank card, but it's not like a Nectar card or something. But I can't remember what they were. But what was it students had like in young people? Not like a Halifax Building Society. Anyway, you paid for it on that. It's like paying for it on fairground tickets or something. It'd be great. So you put it out twice.
I've saved all my Green Shield stamps up. Can I have a Jaguar?
And, well, the look on the guy's face, because he was paying full price for it, but he was paying it for it on a whatever that card was. It's like a not even a bank card. It was just like a building society card. The guy was like, I think so.
We'll see if it
Brand
goes
new.
through or not.
It went through, and it was like, wow. So.
And as well as the Jaguar Club, the week after we had the Rolls Royce and Bentley Owners Club turned up as well, and these were lots of old men in sort of Rolls Royces, Silver Shadows, the sort of things, the sort of car you can get off eBay for about $5,000, and then you look really posh.
The thing is, if you park an E-Type there, then whatever you park next to it is just.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Veyron. Oh, it's a Dodge Charger. It's an E-Type. Shut up. Can't. It's the Spitfire of the highways.
Yeah. But what really, when these guys in the Rolls Royces turned up, there was one of these. It was like a block of flats. It was huge, with the huge doors on it. It was all nicely polished, but then as it drove past, you could see that the owner of it had obviously bought it off eBay and spent about
for like $2,500.
Yeah, he bought it off. He'd obviously bought it off eBay for however much. I think they go for about $15,000 on eBay. £3 million new, but $15,000 off eBay. And he'd obviously been to Halfords because along the back of it was, these little silver letters that you can buy in Halfords. It was Rolls Royce written in them. And then
vinyl stick-on letters.
Yeah, stick-on letters. And then there was like these red reflective sort of plastic sort of things that you can also get from Halfords. So you got $25,000 worth of car and spoiled it for a $5.
Did he also have the little stick figure family with the?
You should have given him a 50 quid instead. There you go, mate. Go and get some Vauxhall Nova body kit for it.
Yeah. Can you lower it, mate? Yeah. Drop it.
Can you stance it? I think it's Rolls Royces now. It's like you see a Rolls Royce and you're like, what? You can buy them for like $3,000.
Yeah, that's it. Nobody wants prestige cars. Once they've finished the life new, nobody wants them because they're just big petrol guzzlers. So,
well, the thing with rollers is that they're so expensive to maintain and so needy. That's why they don't go for much at all, because you can afford to buy one for nothing, but you try running it or maintaining it, you forget it. Like old 70s and earlier.
You won't be able to park it in any parking spaces anywhere.
Yeah, like you can buy, like my old Series 3 Land Rover kept its value quite nicely because that you can fix that with sticks and rock. If something falls off, just hit it with a hammer and it's brilliant. But like an old Rolls Royce, something falls off that, you've got to sell the children or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Plus, it's a Rolls Royce.
You probably won't find many sort of oil change kits in Halfords, will you, for a Rolls Royce? Yeah. Have you got
if you drive a Rolls Royce, if you're driving a Rolls Royce, you're either old and fat, or you're a footballer. Either way, it's not good.
Yeah. Good. Yes. Anyway, on that note, I think we'll bring tonight's proceedings to an end because I've got work again.
Dave, just very quickly, Dave Cardboard bought a fridge on luncheon vouchers. A UK retailer said they accepted luncheon vouchers. They sold fridges. I bought one.
Why not? Yeah.
I had a guy pay off his company's gas bill by solo card. The bill was for $27,000. Oh, I can't remember what the hell the card was now. It's not Oyster card. It's not a Nectar card. It might have been a Nectar card. I don't know. It was one of them, like, not quite a bank or credit cards. Student, I can't remember now. Early 2000s.
I came across one of those slider things that you have for credit cards the other day. It was one in the back of our office. Yeah, when you had to put your card in, and then you put the
carbon copy
paper over the top. Yeah.
Slide it across and
use many of them.
I remember when we used to book driving tests, and we used to it used to be people sent in a check and the form, but when I was working there in the early 90s, they just started doing bookings over the phone. Because we got some of the first, what were at that point called PDQ machines, with pretty damn quick machines. And what you do was you phone up and you say, "Yeah, okay, I want to book. Brilliant. What's your card number?" And we'd have this massive machine, which is basically a printer roll with a keypad, and we'd put in all the numbers, and then the expiry date, and it then use the phone line to call whoever and call like a modem almost, and it'd come back and then it'd print out the receipt. And we staple the receipt to the form and send it off to the person. And that was the early days of how to book. It was booking over the phone. We'd have to literally type in their bank details onto the card machine. They were like that big.
Yeah, that was also the days when you had your credit card and you paid something by credit card, and the saleswoman had to go and make a secret phone call.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it's authorised. Yeah. That was it. Yeah, I can remember them days, feeling embarrassed for 10 minutes, thinking your card wasn't going to get authorised. Well, a bit of shitty phone call. Yeah, what does he look like?
He's got a safari jacket. Oh,
yes,
his
it does
name's
look a bit
Foxx.
dodgy. Yeah.
Can you clamp him in place and we'll come and get him?
You stall for a bit, we'll send the policeman.
Stall him, do some kind of dance, I don't know, mesmerise him or something.
Anyway, yes, we will finish for tonight because Michael Jackman's going to bed. He's very tired. So, yeah, we'll leave it for tonight.
night, Michael
Thank
Jackman.
you very much for joining us. It's good to see three of us back and you lot out there in Chatland, out there supporting us. But thanks very much. And don't forget, give us a thumbs up if you like it. If you didn't like it, give us a double thumbs down. Yeah, click it twice. It always works. And we'll see you again next week. Don't forget the giveaway. It'll go live when this video's gone live later on. Go and comment on it. But until next week, we'll see you all again. And yeah, not only have I got a birthday to do tomorrow, I've got the daughter's wedding on Friday. Wedding day. It's a busy week this week, guys.
So he'll be hungover all weekend and there'll be a big giant spike on Monday.
Yeah, that'll be it. I'll be back to myself.
Yay.
But until then, till next week, thank you very much for joining us. And we'll see you all again. Bye, everybody.
Adios,
Bye.
amigos.
Good night.
Bye.